The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check three, check three, check three.
From the gun, here's Gone. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
Hey, 96 is coming. We don't like it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Goff. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Again, Goff. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Play action. It's Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenny Young leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14.
He's checking these crash.
Here's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
from just shy of midfield. Jackson, catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We got 4. We got 4.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
2nd and 11 at the Colts 22-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and we get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that
really
one.
Good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3.
Ravens 10, Colts 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Value 3. Value 3. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Hey, exit.
$10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Ravens 10.
Look, 120. Maverick. Get off the field. Go.
On 2nd and 7, Goff looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Like 20. Here we go. Showing it. Watch safety creep. Super. Safety's creeping.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Like 20. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, 76. 76.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. For big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Check safety, check safety.
first down throw. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REMS.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On first down, Dickerson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives. In a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a second and long.
Super. Mike 96, Mike 96. Bandit, bandit.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
He's coming, we got Mike 96. I got you, punk.
Here's Goff. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Hey, Haywood!
Hey, let's get this. Hey, 96.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. Goff now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And he spikes it to stop the clock, and now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Let's get it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
That's what I do.
Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 78 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, 96 is cut.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is gone. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Cut. Like 20.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
Throwing on third. Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now gone. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Operating from the gun. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And he goes out right around the 39. Nice work to get 7 out of that. And it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, they'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 45-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coach, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 76 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Right within your nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
It's a party now. Super. 50 seconds to Mike. Time to go night-night.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff over the middle, and it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go again.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Goff now to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's gone. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a desperation throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And to give this time to the tailback. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, get excited. Let's go, let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.